This morning, I would like to clap for the Tinubu government. And that's a good one. And that's a symbolic gesture. Because the thrust of every government should be accountability. And when they do well, I'll say it. And I can only imagine what Minister Wale Edun went through to get this passed. I'm sure a lot of centripetal forces and centrifugal forces in this government, if they had seen this coming, they would have been mounted roadblocks. But Mr. Wale Edun passed it. And commendations to Mr. Wale Edun and the Tinubu government this morning. And it's beginning to make sense. Maybe this was what he did to get some of the attacks he got recently. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Having this DevOps system where there's transparency and accountability as regards government receipts is a step in the right direction, because we have constantly tried to tackle the problem of accountability. Many years ago, we had something called the Oronsaye reports, which was also talking about streamlining government to be able to bring about shrewd management and accountability. In fact, we had the TSA, the single treasury account, so that monies will be able to come in so that we're able to have a level of accountability. This one, with this ecosystem, which I think also should be made available to the public, is going to give you a real-time breakdown of governmental agencies and ministries. Let's even see what they are making real-time. And let's see how they are remitting all of this. This will remove the parapoism and the brickbats some agencies do in this country. Anyway, we came from an era where agencies had multiple bank accounts, and God knows the corruption that goes on there. Even when the Auditor General audits and brings out the report of the shenanigan, nothing is done. So this we put in direct light, and this will also aid our job as journalists. So we can see real time what is going on. We can see how much agencies are making, government departments are making. We can see those that are not even making enough, and we are able to give an assessment on them. So it's a good one. But one other thing I would like to beg the government for. You see, as we go into a new tax dispensation, people want accountability. This same DevOps, I want you to do the same for the Nigerian budgets. Because you see, one of the easiest places to swindle a lot of Nigerians is through the budgets. When you have a budget and a budget cycle where some contracts are notorious as scam contracts, aka contracts are OG River, we don't want that. So with the way you did the DevOps, dear Tinubu government, do it in such a way that the budget, every line item is on a real-time platform. We can see how much funding has gone into those projects. We can see the execution going on in the projects. And we can also see the accountability partners and the funding sources for such projects. I know it's going to be a big one, but it's going to be a game changer, where all the line item, over 4,000 pages, is put on a real-time database website. And we can even do data mining and data inferences using AI and other forms of technology. So that's the next part I want us to do. Also, if we can also extend it, apart from agencies and ministries and various government accounts, so that we can see in real time how much is in sovereign investment fund, sovereign wealth fund, government account, how much crude deposit and receipts are coming in, how much tax revenue is coming in and all of that, I will be so happy, because it's going to give us data. And like they say, data is life. Going further again and talking about what the National Assembly has been talking about, you see, if we had a platform where budgets is properly looked at and funding is looked at, we will not have a need to be going through this probe process we are not doing today. But anyway, I wish the National Assembly a lot of luck in their probe process. Concerning the accident that happened, I was talked about, I thought somebody came here yesterday and they were saying that they have done most of the roads in the country, they're in good shape. That Badeji road where there was an accident, you need to see how deplorable that road is. And you wonder, is this a road in Nigeria? So that's why when I'm saying that, when we are over concentrating attention on one road and you have many roads in shambolic condition. I thought some people said they were superheroes, that they've done most of the roads in the country. Nigeria has terrible roads, very terrible according to world rankings, and we should fix them effectively. I hope the Minister of Education now will have a finality with ASU. I hope he has not agreed that the 2009 agreement, there are parts of it that are left undone. I hope all what ASU is asking for as regards the arrears and the payments that they were supposed to make, I hope they are going to make it. We don't want a case where we keep dilly-dallying and going back and forth.